picture right here and this one right here. What is it? What is the difference between these two pictures?
Activity.
Right? And so in this picture, we see a lot of stored energy, right? And that's a nice way of putting it. But there's a lot of potential there, actually. And then here's this energy that's obviously in motion. And what this over here, the stored energy, is referred to as potential energy. So that potential to be in motion. And so that energy that is in motion is referred to as kinetic energy. Okay, and so we have another example here. This is a lake, has a lot of potential, right? It's a big lake. It's not really doing tons of moving. It can be used for a lot of different things. But here we see what water can be done when it's in motion, right? It can produce energy. And so once again, we have potential energy versus kinetic energy. What is potential? The definition I'm going to be using today is this. Potential is constructive progression to fulfilling your innate abilities, gifts, and talents. Okay. So a great story that I like to associate with potential is that of the ugly duckling. The ugly duckling wanted to be a duckling so badly. He was made fun of by the other ducklings because he was different, because he was ugly. But the thing is he had no potential to be a duckling. Why? Because he was a swan. You have been fed a lie your entire life that you can be anything. You cannot be a duckling because you are a swan. Okay, and so the most important thing to remember out of this definition of potential is that it's your innate abilities, gifts, and talents. It's not someone else's. You need to find out what your potential is. And so how do you do that, right? We have a lot of different ways you can be anything. No, that's a lie. Okay, so how do I find out? Who am I? How do I find out if I'm a swan or a duckling, right? And so the first step is actually self-reflection. Taking some time to think about what you are good at, what you've seen success at in the past. It's really good to look at past achievements. Just take some time and think about it. What are you passionate about? What are you willing to work hard for? The next one is to ask. How many of you have ever asked someone whose opinion you really care about what your talents are? Have you? Have you seen results from that? Positive ones? They see things from a different angle than you do. It's really good to ask close friends, family members, even your coworkers or your employers, because they see you in different settings. Because you may still have the mindset of a duckling, but you are a swan. And lastly, this idea of taking our potential and putting it in motion is to try new things. Sometimes we don't know what we're capable of until we're moving forward. And that's really important to remember, is to take you out of your comfort zone, to ask other people, and to also to do new things. How many of you have seen Yes Man? Okay, right. So what the whole premise, right, is that he says yes to everything. Now, I don't encourage that at all. But he learned a lot about himself. Things he never would have done before. He picked up the guitar, he learned how to fly a plane. He ended up saving some man's life in the end, right? Because of the culmination of some of these things he learned. And so he had his potential untapped. His potential was stored. It was in motion. He wasn't using it. And so once again, self-reflection, asking people whose opinion you trust and that you know, and trying new things. Okay, so I have an experience, had an experience, and still do to this day, of joining the swim team, a club in town when I was 10 years old. Now the thing was, I love to swim. I grew up in Michigan. There are lots of different lakes there, and I never took swim lessons officially though. I could float, I could get around, but competitively, and I was put in with people my age who've been swimming for years already. Okay. And so what was happening is that I didn't have enough momentum, I didn't have enough motion to continue and fulfill that movement. And that was the problem. And so what they did is they actually gave me this volleyball full of water to weigh me down, to hold, because I had enough motion to get halfway through, like I was moving, right? But I wasn't making that full motion, and it helped me feel what the rest of that motion was supposed to feel like. So my problem is that I didn't have enough momentum. I wasn't moving forward fast enough. And I realized the faster I swam, because you do this at the wall in order to push off and get some seconds on your competition, is the faster I swam to the wall, the more momentum I had, the faster I flipped. I didn't have to stop in the middle of that. And so really, what is it that keeps us from transitioning our potential to motion? It's momentum. And so what slows down your momentum? Is it fear? Fear of what? Honestly, I'm a tall girl, and doing things close to the ground scares me. Okay? It sounds silly, but doing a somersault even when not in the water terrifies me. You can ask my close friends. It's embarrassing. But doing this, it's overcoming it. And so we need to identify what it is that keeps us there. It can be that we're lazy, or that we've decided already what our potential is, that we actually haven't explored our potential. And so in that way, we're limiting ourselves. I want you to join me right now at my swim meet. I practiced. I know how to swim. I now can do a flip turn. And we're standing at the block right here, which is the thing you stand on to dive off of. And you have swimmers to your left, swimmers to your right. The crowd's talking. It's really loud. Everything's echoing. And the announcer says, swimmers, step up. So you step up onto the block. And you're high above the pool right now. And you can see everything before you. The water is completely untouched. And the nerves are really kicking in. You're really thinking, can I do this? And then the announcer says, swimmers, take your mark. And so you put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You lean down and grab it on the block with your hand, and then move up. And this is the point of potential. This stored energy. You are ready to spring forward when that beat goes up. Or are you? You have this choice, right? It's all about momentum. You can choose to step down and see it happen. Because you let fear overtake you, or a misunderstanding of your own potential. Or what you can do is you can be there, ready to spring forward. What I want you to do is to ask somebody what that potential is. I want you to spring forward. I want you to do that today. I want you to take some time to think about what your potential is. Are you a duckling? Can you swim a full race? I want you to do those things. Call your parents. Call your mom. Call your dad. Walk into your boss's office and say, when did I get out? But don't stop there. Remember that momentum? That's going to be your problem. You need to take it the next step, because you can have that potential energy. But until you make it kinetic, it isn't realized. There's no point in knowing what you